Hey guys, welcome back to another small video talk kind of thing. So, really, actually, come to think of it, I don't really need to say that anymore, do I? Because this is really just a thing now. I really don't have to say talk video thing. I just have to say welcome back. But that's aside from the point. Today's talk session is about video length. So this is an age-old debate that has always been a thing with me because back in the day when my YouTube channel wasn't that serious, my videos would be whatever length I thought it should be. Like I could record for maybe an hour and I would still upload that but the only thing is my only requirement back in the day was that I didn't upload things that were more than an hour. I would find a suitable place to cut it off nearby an hour. Maybe I guess. Well, actually, even I would go up to an hour and a half sometimes, and that's kind of not optimal for a short viewing experience. But here's a question: how long do you typically watch a single video for? Does it matter? Like, do you watch maybe for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or do you even go up to an hour sometimes? Like, this is something that I've been wondering about for a bit because recently I've pushed out a couple of videos that are a little bit long, like this one, for example, for Epic Battle Fantasy 4, or like the one for The Walking Dead, which is 40 minutes. And I actually have an upcoming Walking Dead video that is going to be like 50 minutes maybe, and I was just wondering if maybe I am kind of pushing it a bit too much because I want you guys to have a good experience watching my videos, and I don't want things to drag on for too long because I know that people can only really be entertained for so long. I don't know, unless you're that kind of person who doesn't really care. As long as you like the content, then you'll just watch whenever. But if people ever want to like sit down and watch something in one session and they just don't really have the time to do so, it kind of hurts them negatively. And at the same time, I guess people want to see progress in games sometimes. Like, they don't want pointless, I guess endeavors of just doing nothing. So the problem with having a longer video or a shorter video is that obviously they cannot be long and short at the same time. But if I have a shorter video, it means that I am basically less productive. So a story game for like The Walking Dead, for example, I can't just make the video short because I can't just cut off a cutscene in the middle of it and say bye guys, because it destroys the experience of, okay, well, you're in the middle of the story, right? So why would I ever cut it off when there's like an important cutscene or something like that? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And then there's games like Overwatch, for example, where I shouldn't just cut it off in the middle of a match. That makes no sense. Like, I can and the problem with having multiple matches in one video is that one match could be really short and the other one could be really long, and then maybe I have another one that's really long, even though I only need like maybe 5 more minutes until I hit half an hour, and it's very complicated to determine how long a video is. Like, I try to stay at a limit of either 30 minutes to an hour, and if I record for an hour or more, I usually try to split the parts up into two parts. Wait, did I just say split the parts up into? Well, okay. If I said that, I meant to say uh, I have to split up the video into two separate parts because I don't want a video that is longer than an hour. If I have a video that is an hour, then I'm very, I'm concerned for the fact that some of you guys don't want to watch the entire hour, because whenever I publish a video, it really helps me if you actually sit and watch the whole thing instead of watching it in sections, because it means that less views come in, and why do I say less views? Because it gives me an idea of how popular a video really is, compared to, you giving me an extra view or two, because I'm only a small channel right now, and if you give me like the extra view or something, I assume that it means that that's another person who likes the video, when really it's just you clicking on the video again to resume watching. And the other thing is, it doesn't give me any more watch time, which is extremely valuable on YouTube for search engine rankings. So I don't know, like I have to sort of I want to have a sort of balance between having short videos and long videos, but more often than not, I tend to find myself, you know, making a longer video because of certain circumstances within games. Like for example, if I were to play Yandere Simulator and I were to just cut off the video in the middle of like a school of one of the school days, that would make no sense, right? So it really depends on how long circumstances in video games are. But at the same time, I don't want to make the videos so long that you guys just get bored and want to watch something else, because you know, I can only I think I can only be entertaining for so long. But again, there are those people who don't really care because they just want to watch it in one session anyways. Like there are people who just binge watch the heck out of everything that a content creator has to offer at one given point, and there's, there are people like that, and then there are people who just prefer a short video that's maybe like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, not half an hour or an hour even. And for the Walking Dead video, like I mentioned earlier, it was 50 minutes, and I was very touchy on it because I was like, well, I can't really find a moment to split it up to make it 25 minutes, but at the same time, if I leave it at 50 minutes, it's very awkward because it's long, and I don't know if people really want to watch that for the full length. So, really, I'm very, like, lost right now. I'm in a kind of state where I really need opinions here, otherwise I'm going to assume that you guys just like watching my stuff. Like, it all has to do with feedback again, and I don't know. Like you guys you really need to direct me on this one, because I feel like this one is extremely important. I mean it. So let me know down in the comments below what your opinion on this is, and I'll be taking a look at it. Definitely this one for sure. Well, not that I don't look at feedback, but this one is extremely important. Please let me know. Alright? With all that being said, that concludes this talk video, and I will see you guys in the next one.